Welcome back for another episode of the Berkeley Beat.
More sports cuts at Cal? Maybe not. The New York Times is dubbing them illegal.
Are you on a budget? We'll give you an inside look on a cheap but tasty lunch.
And the Berkeley Beat's correspondent Amanda Vigil takes us inside Egypt's past.
And since today is the Day of Love, we wanted to see what students have planned. I'm Pimpan and Maggie.
And I'm Maggie Young. The Berkeley Beat starts now. Well, it looks like women conquered Cal sports last Friday. It was announced that they will be cutting men's baseball and gymnastics, while keeping women's gymnastics, lacrosse, as well as men's rugby. Ironically, this was decided shortly after last Tuesday's New York Times article, claiming that Cal was violating Title IX. This is a law that requires funding to be even between male and female sports teams. Campus officials call that information outdated. Spokesperson Dan Molgoff claims that Title IX is and will continue to be complied.
As students, we're always looking for a great deal to save a little extra cash. And as we demonstrated last week, we saw businesses come and go in and around campus. But at the Bears Lair, the coffee spot has been selling cheap meals for 24 years.
On campus, you need to work on a very low profit margin. You need to keep your prices down in order to survive in here and in order to do a good business. I went 2 inches bigger on my sandwiches. I used to be 6 inches. Now we're doing 8 inches for the same price. Everything is cut here between the meat, the cheese, the vegetables, everything is prepared on premises in here. We don't get nothing in bags, everything is fresh.
The owner told us that he has not risen the prices of his sandwiches for over 10 years.
And now correspondent Amanda Vigil will cover Cal's efforts in preserving Egyptian history.
Thanks, Maggie. I'm here at one of UC Berkeley's on-campus natural history museums, where over 3.8 million artifacts are being displayed from ancient history, including relics that have never before been seen by the public. Allison Lewis, a Samuel H. Kress Conservation Fellow, explains how she works to preserve the Egyptian artifacts.
So any sort of conservation treatment begins with an initial examination and condition assessment.
The museum also holds mummified crocodiles, dating back to the early Greco-Roman period, that were put through a CT scan to see what's inside.
We think they were probably votive crocodile mummies, which would have been dedicated by a worshiper.
Allison weighs in on how the recent protests in Egypt have affected the exhibit.
Yeah, in the wake of the current events in Egypt, there's been a definite uptick in media interest in the exhibition. And from my standpoint, here at the gallery lab table, it does seem like we may have had more visitors as well.
Preserving Egypt's Past will be in Berkeley until January 2012. For Cal TV, I'm Amanda Vigil. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Amanda. And since today is Valentine's Day, we wanted to see what you guys were up to.
Roommate, probably gonna go out and have a girlfriend date. What about you?
I think I'm probably gonna sit at home alone and hanging out.
Well, he's
alone.
single, so you should call him for Valentine's Day.
I'm also single, looking for a date. And other than being alone and depressed, I'll probably eat a lot too. Eat a lot of ice cream.
Okay, thank you.
I celebrate the day after because I have a midterm on Tuesday, but I don't know. We're thinking of going to get a couples massage, but we're not really sure.
And celebrate our 9 months.
Oh yeah, it's also our 9-month anniversary.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I guess nothing says romance like a good midterm.
I guess so. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Be sure to tune in to tomorrow's In Focus.
And thank you for watching the Berkeley Beat.